Greetings, everybody. It's your old pal Frank here, and happy Friday, and welcome once again to everyone's favorite show on YouTube, or so I presume, the Friday Recap. Yes, sir. So, folks, remember yesterday when I told you that I got a lot of mail this week? Well, no, that's true. That is true. I did indeed get a lot of mail this week. However, you see, there's this little thing called excitement. and I seem to suffer from it quite a bit. And as excited as I was to let you all know how much mail I got this week, it was only after I stopped recording yesterday that it hit me. And that is, if I wanted to show off everything I got this week, and I hate to sound like a broken record, but if I was to show off everything I got this week, we would definitely be here for way over an hour. And I know for a fact that you guys and gals out there do not want to watch videos of me opening mail and showing off cards for over an hour. I know, because I know my content and I know it can get boring very easily. So to hear me drone on of, and we got this card, and then we got this card, and oh, we got this in the mail for over an hour, I think I would start pulling out my own hair. So, you know what I mean? So therefore, I took 2 of the packages I got this week, took the cards out and everything, and I have them here next to me. And I have 2 envelopes that I got in the mail today that I'm very excited to open on camera, because even though it's 2 separate envelopes, the contents are all from one trade. And I'm excited to open this because it's coming from the furthest destination I've done trades with since I've been on Trading Card Database, and that is South Australia. Yeah. So very, very excited to open these. We're going to open them last. And the contents of said envelopes I'm also very excited for, because I've only seen a handful of these cards, and the handful I've seen are the ones that I already have. I know that may sound confusing, but hear me out. So, now that we know what's going on today, what do you say we get to checking out some cards and opening some mail? Shall we? I see some of you have been paying attention. Very good. That's right. We do not look at anything or open anything until we have our card of the day. And today's card of the day is not a baseball card. It is not a hockey card. It's not a football or basketball card. No. You see, today's card of the day comes from the world of Magic the Gathering. Yes! A beloved game that I play and then stop playing and then play again and then stop playing. But I always keep my deck box under the bed, because somewhere down the road, someone usually will message me on Facebook and be like, "Hey Frank, do you know how to play Magic?" And I'll usually retort back with a, "Do you mean Magic the Gathering?" And they're like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Yeah, I've played it here and there." And then they'll want to play, and they'll usually play for about, I don't know, a good 2 weeks to a month. And then they get out of it, and then I'll put the box back under the bed, and then wait another couple years sometimes, and then someone else will come along. Anyway, so our card of the day comes from the Magic the Gathering, the 1998 Magic the Gathering set, loved by many, simply known as Unglued. Yes. Some of you out there are already going, "Oh, this should be good." Yes. The Unglued Magic the Gathering set, and the card in question is simply known as Crazy cow. And the flavor text is amazing. Yeah, and you can't help but say it in like a Brooklyn accent or something, you know. Yeah, I got your milk right here. Anyway, whoops. He's crazy. He's falling down. But yes, the Unglued Magic the Gathering set. A set that has brought us other such fun cards as Free-Ranged Chicken, the Gazban Ogress, or a card at one point when I first got into Magic the Gathering that was only a word of mouth, a thing of legend, and then I finally got said creature, and it's a two-piece creature. I am talking about the BFM, the big furry monster, the 15 to cast 99.99. Oh, it's a thing of beauty, folks. But in the these two envelopes here from South Australia, there are a ton more of Unglued cards. So, again, that little thing called excitement is starting to get the best of me. So, we better start showing off some cards. So, first things first, we have a few goodies here from my good buddy on Instagram, whose channel is simply known as The Card Collector 255. And I'm going to have a bunch more stuff coming from him soon, actually. I just filled a flat rate box with him, and he currently has some stuff up for sale on his Instagram, and I've already put in another order because he just has stuff that I love. Anyway, so the first card I got here is from the 24-25 Young Guns Renewed set. This is from the Series 1 Young Gun Renewed chunk, and it is Chris freaking Kreider. Yeah, I still resent for what he did to Carey Price. Anyway, moving on. Got a Young Gun, a rare Young Gun I needed, still for the 15-16 Series 1 set. Yes. Yes. The Connor McDavid set. I'm only missing a few cards. Of course, I am missing the McDavid. I'm missing a Max Domi. What was the other one? I forget. And I was missing this one. Jared McCann. So now I think I'm only missing like 3 or 4. Anyway. And the final card from this little sale we put together is from the 24-25 Upper Deck Series 1 set. No, it is not Joshua Roy. And no, unfortunately, it is not Lane Hudson. But it is one Mr. Logan Mailloux. Yes. Saw him play during the Prospects game at the Bell Center before this year's season started. And him and Reinbacher and Beck and all these guys, really, really impressive. I really like Logan Mailloux. He's not afraid to stand up for his teammates and everything. So very, very happy with his style of play. All right, next we have goodies here from, Trading Card Database. And the majority of this parcel contains cards from a unlicensed early 90s baseball card set simply known as Card Tunes. These came out in 1993, and as you may know, with my love of Garbage Pail Kids and wacky packages and whatnot, I am a sucker for parody. And when I first saw this set on Trading Card Database, I was like, I need that whole set. It got to the point where I actually went looking on eBay for a sealed box of these cards, and I found one, and it's been sitting on my watch list for like over a year because I don't feel like paying $86 for it, plus 20 something dollars shipping. But if you're persistent, you will find these cards, and sure enough, I found someone on Trading Card Database who was willing to part with them. So I have this chunk here, and I already have another person on Trading Card Database willing to trade me another chunk of the set. So yeah, very, very happy. So let's just go through them quick. So we got Will Clock. Yeah. Roger Clemency. Like Brett Butter. Who's this? Oh, Don Battingly. Shout out to Three Good Nerds. We got the Baloo's brothers. Is that supposed to be Felipe and Felipe Alou and Moises Alou. Robin Adventura. Treasury Bonds. Wild Pitch Mitch. True Brett. And the teams. Like, we got the Gargoyles. Let's see. Here we got Joe Crater. And he plays for the Tofu Jays. Oh, man. But you get the picture. There's a bunch of them. So, there's Randy Johnson, or sorry, Cloud Johnson. Oh my God. Aussie Myth. Daryl Raspberry. Oh, Charlie Puff. Who's this upside down? Greenback Jack. Lose Panella. Stamp the Man. Instead of the Philly Fanatic, we got the Silly Fanatic. So yeah, you get it. You get it. There's one card in this set, though, that I really can't wait to get. It's the Frank Thomas one, and I love it just because it's Franken Thomas, and basically it's Frank Thomas as Frankenstein's monster, and yeah, it's my favorite card out of this whole set. But I can guarantee you this, it's going to look great in a binder. Then, speaking of Garbage Pail Kids, I got a couple more to add to my OS sets. So first off, we got Vile Kyle. I believe, let's see, that's 47B. So I think that's from, that might be OS 2, second series. And then on the back, well, it's in the same penny sleeve. We got Foul Phil, and that's 70, so that might be OS 3, third series. So, yeah, very cool. Always nice to get some OG GPK, and they're in really nice shape, too. So, yes. And then, the final card from this package is one that I was super excited to see the guy was okay to part with. So remember I was saying a little while back, Upper Deck put out a all Deadpool set, and there was a 12 card insert set. Well, it was called Sport Ball, and it's basically Deadpool parodies of some of like the most famous like joke baseball cards or error baseball cards throughout the years. And this set came out in 2018, and this is card number 9 of those 12. And here's Deadpool pulling off his best Jose Canseco impression. And lo and behold, I have up here, because I started scouring my collection for the actual cards, and there's the OG one. So we got Canseco and we got Deadpool. So yes, I am trying to get all 12 and all the original cards to put with them. So actually, I'm gonna put these up here. So yeah, and yes, some of them are pricey, I will say that, but not too pricey. I mean, I did happen to find all of them on ComC, so that's pretty cool. All right, so now that we got all that out of the way, let's put all this together, put these here, and we could crack open these PWEs all the way from South Australia. Collingwood, South Australia. All right. So you know what? I'm going to pause this. I'm going to get everything out here because I feel a lot of padding and whatnot. So let me get all the cards out and everything, and I'll be right back.
2 hours later.
Alrighty, folks, I'm back. Sorry for the wait. Well, actually, for you guys, it was more like that. For me, it was like about 10 minutes or so. And the reason why I decided to wait a bit is because it being Friday, that means it's recycling day. And sure enough, just as I was about to start recording again, the big recycling truck was here. And if I would have clicked record while they were emptying the bins into the truck, basically I would have been showing off cards and having to talk like this. And I was like, no, not cool. So waited for the truck to pass, and now here we are. Also, as you can see, our old pal Tim Hortons has joined the picture. I also took the time to go and reheat up my coffee. So, and actually, speaking of background noise and everything, I know if you use an external microphone, you could get an attachment for it that blocks out all background noise, which is beautiful. Because I'm sure some of you out there, when watching my videos, especially on Fridays, you've noticed probably a siren in the background, but that's Montreal, or kids yelling and whatnot. That's usually because when I record on Fridays, it's around the time school lets out, and there's a elementary school on the opposite corner from my apartment, so yeah, fun. And so yeah, so I'm sure you could hear screaming kids and whatnot, and I really would like to eliminate that, but I don't have an external microphone. So I was curious, is there an app I can record through that cancels out background noise? Or is there an attachment that I could plug into my phone that eliminates background noise? If anyone out there, any of the tech-savvy folks know, please let me know down below in the in the comments, because I'd really like to look into that so I could eliminate all the background noise and whatnot. So anyway, enough getting sidetracked by tech mumbo jumbo. We're back to look at some more cards. So as I was saying, this trade I did with a fella in South Australia features a ton more of these Magic the Gathering Unglued cards, but there is also a bunch of 95 Fleer Ultra Spider-Man in here, And well, let's just see what we got, shall we? So we kick things off with the evil spawn of Venom, the one and only Carnage, and that's just badass looking. We got Cold Heart. I've never heard of her. Must have been a 90s villain. We got Hobgoblin, and that is just beautiful. It looks almost like it was done like in the style of what's his name, Sienkiewicz. Oh, it's a Bob Eagleton drawing. Nice. I like how it shows the artist on the back. Very cool. We got Doc Ock, and this one is by Bob Larkin. Okay. This one is awesome. Look at Electro. OG Electro from like the 60s Spider-Man cartoon. Love that design. We got, well, at this time she was still known as just female symbiote, but we all know her as Shriek now. We got the Green Goblin tossing a pumpkin bomb at you. We got J. Jonah Jameson. We got Jackal. We got, I've never heard of this character, Judas Traveler. I'm sure there's some comic folks who watch my videos as well. I'm sure you could let me know in the comments who some of these characters are. Like, I mean, I know who Kingpin is, and I know who Kraven is, and I know who Tombstone is, who I actually think is a pretty cool character. Although it's funny, because in a lot of comics and everything, Tombstone is more like a henchman. So, yeah. But he does have some arcs where it's like he's his own guy, and they're pretty cool. And then, of course, we started with Carnage, so we got to finish with Venom. And then we have my favorite insert set in the 95 Fleer Spider-Man set, and that is what's it called? Carnage. It's like Carnage Around the World, pretty much. And so it's like Carnage visiting different places and putting his own spin on his style of postcard. So, like, we got Carnage visiting the Statue of Liberty, or visiting the Lincoln Memorial, or, this is my favorite one, or visiting Graceland, or Hollywood. Here's one for all you baseball fans. Wrigley Field. And finally, New York's own Coney Island. Oh, those are great. I love them. And now, onto the unglued goodness. So let's kick things off with the Spatula of the Ages. Yes, at last Urza's powers were focused through the incredible artifact. Who wants pancakes? He asked. We have the Scissors Lizard, because nothing beats the lizard's sheer power. And we have a Rock Lobster. Many take the lobster for granite. Get it? Granite. And of course, we have the Paper Tiger. The tiger is always quick to fold. You get the running joke here, right? Paper, rock, scissors. Yeah, okay. We got the Chaos Confetti, and you thought that was just an urban legend. Yes, Tap 4 and tap this card. Tear Chaos Confetti into pieces. Throw the pieces onto the playing area from a distance of at least 5 feet. Destroy each card in play that a piece touches. Remove the pieces from the game afterwards. Oh my god. We have Hungry, Hungry Heifer with a flavor text that just simply reads, Moo! We also have Gus. No, I lay me down. Oh, now I lay me down to sleep. What are you staring at? We got the Goblin Bookie. We got Double Deal. And actually, I got doubles of Double Deal, so I could throw that one in my trade box. We got the Chicken Egg. That's a lot of nuggets. I'm just reading the flavor text. Or we got this Nightmare Fuel right here. How about not Poltergeist, but Poultrygeist. Farmer Brown never ate eggs again. We got Checks and Balances. We got Censorship. That's a good one. We got Lexivore, Charm School, and one of my favorites, The Cheese Stands Alone. Yes, the meat, on the other hand, has frequent visitors. And then, folks, to finish all of this off, we have from the Shadows of the Empire Star Wars set back from 1996, the fastest hunk of junk in the galaxy, the Millennium Falcon. Oh yeah! And with that, folks, we come to the end of another Friday recap. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you know the routine. Sound off down below in the comments. Let me know what were some of your favorite cards shown off today. Let me know what you got going on this weekend. And, yeah, or just say hi, how you doing? As well, make sure to dip on down into the description of today's video as well as every other video, because I have a ton of channels linked down below that I think you should be checking out if you're not already. And, of course, before leaving, if you'd like to, though you don't have to if you don't want to, but if you'd like to, click that subscribe button, and if you do, make sure to click the little bell next to it, so it lets you know when my videos go live. Alrighty, so that's it for me, folks. I hope you guys have a great remaining Friday. I hope you guys have an awesome weekend, and I will see you back here on Monday. And to all the hockey fans out there, more specifically to all the Habs fans out there, all I gotta say is go Habs, go. Demidov arrived in Canada last night. He arrived in Toronto. I was watching the live stream on YouTube, and I know we play Ottawa tonight, and with a regulation win, we could clinch a playoff spot. Yes, with a regulation win, we have a chance at eliminating the Columbus Blue Jackets, the New York Islanders, and the New York Rangers. And I think there was one other. Oh, and Detroit. But it has to be a regulation win. It can't be an overtime win. So tonight's a big game. And yes, I am definitely going to be watching. So you will know Monday, judging by my reaction, if we won or if we lost. Also Saturday, we play the Maple Leafs. So, that's going to be exciting. Isn't it, Jason? Anyway, before this video gets too damn long, or longer than it already is, I'll see you back here on Monday. So to those of you out there watching, I say to all of you, laters!